Duale.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. I take this opportunity to contribute to the County Allocation of Revenue Bill 2021, Senate Bill number 30 of 2021, which was read on 3rd of June 2021. Mr. Speaker, this is the bill that horizontally divides resources between counties, and it's prepared under Article 217 and Article 218 of the Constitution. And this is a bill that allows the transfer of resources from the consolidated fund to the county treasury. Mr. Speaker, if you look at this bill, counties have been allocated 370 billion this year, this financial year, 2021-2022, and they're supposed to share these 370 billion as equitable share between all counties. And you can see there's a growth, there's a nominal growth compared to last year of about 53 billion, translating to 16.9% compared to the 316 billion which they were given in 2020-2021 financial year. Mr. Speaker, the Senate, in its wisdom, has amended the schedule. It has removed the second schedule and substituted it with a new schedule. And this new schedule has increased the recurrent expenditure ceilings for county assemblies. And my interest was, why was this increased? It was increased from 33.2 billion in last financial year, this financial year ending, to 35.6 billion. And this is mainly one on the pending bills, which are before counties, and car grants for our colleagues who are in the county assemblies. And the same, there was no increment on the county executive. It remains unchanged, just like in the financial year. What are my submissions in as far as this bill is concerned? Mr. Speaker, let me first look at the high expenditure on personal emoluments. And I want the controller of budget to listen to me if she is watching. That, Mr. Speaker, the law is very clear. The PFM Act is very clear. Section 25, subsection 1B of the PFM Act, of the PFM Act, not Act, of the PFM County Government Regulation 2015 sets the limit of the county government expenditure on wages, salaries, and benefits at 35%. Mr. Speaker, as of today, county governments are at 52.9%. Mr. Speaker, we did not ask, Kenyans did not ask for a devolved system of government so that counties become employment bureaus. Kenyans asked for a devolved system of government in order to get closer access to water, access to health care, access to basic ECD education, access to roads. We did not ask for devolution so that governors can issue, and particularly now that they are about to go to elections, can issue letters of employment left, right, and center. And Mr. Speaker, the counties that are notorious, according to the report of the Controller of Budget, are counties like Baringo, Bungoma, Elgeyo Marakwet, Embu, Garissa, Isiolo, Kirinyaga, Kitui, Machakos, Meru, name them, about 25 of them, who have gone outside the ceiling. Outside the ceiling. I'm not seeing Kajiado, so you better read the report of the county, of the Controller of Budget. You know, I don't want to read for you. Kajiado is not there. So they have gone outside. And the failure is on the part of the Controller of Budget. The law has given power. The Controller of Budget, under its own act, Section 5 of the Controller of Budget Act, salaries, and in fact read together with Article 207, subsection 3 of the Constitution, the Controller of Budget is to enforce compliance to set the 35% limit by exercising her powers on withdrawal from the county revenue account unless the controller of budget has gone to bed with these governors. Mr. Speaker, you know, when you see governors supporting BBI, it's not because they love BBI. When you see governors are doing this in terms of wages and violating the law, it's because they have compromised EACC. They have compromised the control of budget. They have compromised the officials of the Auditor General. This constitution created certain institutions independent to protect the law and to protect public resources. So the controller of budget must make sure those counties that have gone overboard. Mr. Speaker, my second point is the low expenditure on development budget. Mr. Speaker, the controller of budget in her reports for the 9 months preceding this financial year 2020-21 said in her report that county governments spend only 48 billion on development activities, representing an absorption level of 25%. Cumulatively, all the counties put together, they spent 193 billion. Section 107, subsection 2B of the PFM Act 2012, Mr. Speaker, this House passed, provides that over the medium and a minimum of 35% of county revenue must be spent on development. Speaker, work in our counties. There's nothing going. Maybe they have built an office for the governor. They have built an office, assembly for the county assembly. Nothing else. And I don't want to become a governor. Those counties with low absorption rates, development absorption rates, are notorious. Nairobi, Kisumu, Lamu, Baringo, Nakuru, Samburu, Garissa. My county is appearing everywhere. And the reason why we are appearing everywhere, because we elected a character who cannot fit to be a leader. And that's why the only money we gave to him, the only money we gave him, the World Bank, he's in court. Mr. Speaker, my third and final point is again the delay in the disbursement of the equitable share by the National Treasury. The National Treasury, Mr. Speaker, is killing devolution. Speaker, the exchequer of counties should reach their respective county revenue accounts as per the disbursement schedule approved by the Senate. The Minister for Finance has no choice. The schedule is approved by the Senate, the custodian of devolution. The minister must follow that schedule. And of course, he has not been following it. In the first 9 months of the financial year 2020-2021, the National Treasury has disbursed a total of 158 billion to counties at an equitable share of revenue raised nationally, which accounts for 50.2% of the annual equitable share of revenue. The disbursed amount of revenue raised during that financial year should have been higher. So you don't give money. So what has happened? Today, if you go to counties, including mine, officers are not working. Vehicles are grounded. Garbage is not collected. Electricity bill has not been paid. Not because there's no money, because the National Treasury is not disbursing enough money for development. Now governors have gone to a situation where they want to eat M&E, operations money, the fuel, the flowers, money for newspapers, money for office rent, money for Kenya Power. They are not even remitting statutory deductions. Finally, Mr. Speaker, it's on pending bills. The minister cannot come to this house and ask for compliance. The house to give him. We can't give you powers. The minister must give money, and county governments and national governments must pay. These pending bills is part of the national debt. The money Chinese, we owe Chinese and other countries is the same money Kenyans owe this government. Yes, a debt is a debt. If this government can't pay the debt of our people, then why should they bother about paying the debt of China? Why should they pay the Speaker. Because, Mr. Speaker, I went into a lot of pain. I said, what is a debt? There are Kenyans, I think the chair of budget will tell us, Kenyans are owed by county and national government close to 180 billion. Now, we are very much concerned about the debts that we owe IMF, World Bank, China. Why can't we first pay the debt we owe our people? Because if we pay our people, the economy will grow. Speaker, people are defying the instructions given by President Uhuru Kenyatta. In June, Madaraka Day in Narok, I was there. He said pending bills must be paid. Unless people working for the president doesn't want to follow his instructions, Mr. Speaker, pending bill is a cancer. It's affecting every village, every mamamboga. Let this government pay pending bills before we pay our debts to China and everybody else.
The Honorable Gikaria, member for Nakuru.